these things are collectible now. I'm not exactly sure why.
There was no doubt about it. Then I found out who it was.
Oh, that's it.
Come on, baby.
This is why we do storage lockers right here. Well, I don't know. That looks pretty dang smooth, doesn't it? I've had this tub literally sitting in my closet for a year. Last time on Locker Nuts, I bought this unit last December because it had a gun safe front and center. It was a wise play, as there were indeed guns, but there was also a lot of other great stuff. All in all, this wound up being one of my best buys of 2018. But there's still more boxes to go through, a safe to open, and a few items that need a closer look, including the guns and the supposed Rolex watch. Let's see what else there is to find and wrap up this 3-part video series. Alright, what's up, Locker Nuts? We're going to do something a little bit different this time. So I'm rolling some of the unboxing, but I'm just going to go fast forward here because I just wanted to give you an idea like how many boxes we went through, and this is just a portion of it, and you know, kind of the general items that come out. Most of it was clean. Most of it was, there was a lot of toys and little girl stuff. I think the guy had daughters. I'm not sure. But if you're new to the channel, just to let you know, this is part 3 of a video series that I put out from a locker I bought last year. This footage is a year old, but it's one of the best lockers I bought last year. And in the first 2 episodes, you would see the items that came out. Incredible stuff. I bought it because there was a gun safe in front. I paid $825, and immediately it was unlocked. 2 rifles come out. We found so much good stuff. And the unit looked tossed. It looked junky. But we found a guitar, electric guitar, an amp. We found a shotgun. We found a big old toolbox, an air compressor, lots of tools, and let's see, another safe, and maybe a Rolex. So it's just been great. We've been finding all kinds of good stuff. But this stuff, yeah, I'm not going to go through it slow because it's just not that interesting. We'll go through fast forward. You can see all the toys there, little girl toys. You know what? The stuff sold great at the flea market. We did really, really well with this unit overall at the flea markets. And that's fun. But you see, I mean, it was good stuff. It was higher quality. It was clean. Some of the stuff, you know, had a little damage, like that pink bucket right there was split down the side. Just normal wear and tear stuff, or stuff that got damaged putting in storage. But overall, it was a clean locker. The prior owner was a clean person. And very often, I'd say way too often, we buy them, they're dirty and gross. But this one was good. It was actually a pleasant surprise because I didn't think it'd be that clean based on the appearance of the unit. But it's in a good zip code. It's actually not far from my house. I love buying here. And yeah, what can I say? $825. We did really well on this one. You see me going through a toolbox here and pulling out a few things. I forget why, but usually I pull things out the dibs, you know, add it to my toolbox. It's probably what I'm doing here, just pulling out a couple things that I want to keep or that I need, or both. But tools also, really, really good sellers at the flea market. Easy money. There's a little hot dog piggy bank, a few coins there. And here's some photo albums. There's a lot of photo albums in there. Photo albums are kind of a drag because I do have to put them aside and then have to go back to the facility and return them. It's just what we do as a courtesy to the prior owner. So if they did want to get those back, they can. There's no charge for it. But yeah, I prefer not to find them personally, but we usually do. Here's just a big old box of just random junkage. I love it. These are fun to go through. There's games. There's an Xbox right there. Some special green. I think it was a Call of Duty version or something. There's a camping lantern. You saw a little piece of football placard or something coming out. The guy was into sports. He's into video games. He's obviously into guns. And he had at least 1 daughter, maybe 2. So there's a lot of toys. That's cool. Makes it fun. It's good stuff to sell at the market. A little portable DVD player. Just a lot of stuff. I brought a lot of these boxes back home because I only had 48 hours to clear out the unit. It was a 10 by 10 and there's a fair amount there, more than I even thought there was. And we also were experiencing a storm, so there's rain involved, so that limits what I can do or can't do. And everything had to get in the garage and go through it a little bit slower. There you see me going through a photo album, and I'm starting to scan things because I'm seeing some interesting stuff. We'll tell you what, we're going to take a closer look at that in just a second. A lot of 80s memorabilia in there. There's some baseball cards. This is mostly 80s stuff too. Baseball card, 80s, not so good. Toys and other stuff from the 80s can be very collectible and very valuable. Here's just some more toys, dollies and stuff. Nothing big ticket. Nothing. But interesting. Another dolly. There's a little feather. It's probably one of those things when you get married, you sign the guest book with the feather. It's cool. Yeah, more photos, another photo album. So there's another miscellaneous box right here. But what's that in there? It's a PS3. That's a good find. It's not super valuable either, but I just like finding video games. There we got some fairy wings. Wish those were more than $1 each, but that's what they sold for. And then here's a miscellaneous box with like some little glass trinket stuff. That's why you see the bubble wrap. Little glass like elephants and things. But hey, look at that. There's some money hidden in the cup. And not too bad. I don't think it was that much, but I do see a 5 in there, so nice. Alright, I've been shooting with the GoPro. So I got some good footage. I mean, I don't know, maybe some good footage, but this caught my attention here. It's an old photo album. Definitely from the 80s. So I just wanted to show you. Got a bunch of stickers and Garbage Pail Kids. These things are collectible now. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't get it. They were okay at the time. Alright, we're in Stockton this morning, and since we put this stuff out, there's a layer of ice on it, a lot of the items. Here's the storage auction pirate filming a video. And here's me filming a video of the pirate filming a video. Alright, little update, because it's been a few days here. Sold the air compressor yesterday for $160. Super happy to see that gone. Just because it was taking up so much room in my garage. I'm slowly getting through stuff, but it's just really difficult getting through stuff. Like, for example, in this box right here, I got like a whole bunch of electronics and stuff. I got to go through and test everything if I want to sell it. But I mean, look up the value first, see if it's even worth testing, and then test it, and then photo list it, blah, blah, blah. So, let me show you something that I thought was pretty funny right here. So I'm testing this Uniden digital answering system phone, cordless phone, and I don't know if the phone works. Doesn't seem to work. So this is probably not going to get sold online. I'll just bring it to the flea market. I'm sure it just needs a new battery, but listen to this.
27 old messages. Hello, this is Walter. There was no doubt about it. When I found out who it was, I was going to call back. Hey, when you get this message, call me back. Without a doubt. All right, baby. Talk to you later. Wednesday, 10:01 a.m. Hey, this is Walter. I'm returning your call for the second time. Are you going to answer? Call me back. My phone number is 818. Hello, this is Walter. It's Thursday evening.
Better call Walter back.
Can you give me a call? All right.
They should call Walter back. Alright, what's up, Lockernuts? We're at the Lot, new movie theater and plaza here in San Ramon. Look how beautiful it is here. Super tall ceilings.
Great iced tea.
Supposedly good food. Starting with the beer before the movie. He's gonna see Clint Eastwood, right? Probably. We haven't made up our minds fully, but we're gonna see the mule. So
you want to go by the boba tea place and see it?
Sure. Think it's open? All right, we got a big storm coming tonight. Big storm. So I had to get everything in, which includes the toolbox, which is outside under tarps. So I got this key that I found. I was hoping it was going to work. Not there, but it was marked bottom. Oh, that's it. Huh. Okay, there we go. What do we got here? Sockets. A little Dremel. Honestly, I was hoping to find some handguns. What's that? Ooh, a little weed pack. Alright, some wrenches. Okay. Little screwdriver. Electric screwdriver, I think it is. Dremel. Alright, what do we got here? Screws. A little sander. Nothing too good. Another one that was open. Okay. So let's just try this again. I think I've been through everything, and one of these keys would have turned up by now, but there's a chance maybe he locked the top key in the bottom and then locked the bottom. This is where I found it. Bottom cabinet roller. That's where I found the key. So, I don't know. I don't even remember what box I found this in, but that's how I found it. So, front and center, gun safe, right? That one was easy because it was unlocked. But let's not forget, to the corner, there was a littler safe. Not that small, really, but smaller than the gun safe. But it was locked. So we took that home. Can you believe it? I sat on that for 3 months. 3 months I had it sitting in the garage. Kind of got buried, so I wasn't thinking about it, really. But I knew I wanted to open that. But I was saving it for something. I didn't know what. Worked out to be perfect because I had 2 of my friends come over to help me. You might recognize these guys. Storage Auction Pirate and Storage Stalker. So we aired this clip back, I think in April, March, April-ish. I don't remember exactly, but you may have already seen it. But in case you didn't, I'm going to roll the clip right now. We opened it so you can see what was inside.
Look at this. Now my mind is boggled. Did you rattle that one?
I did.
And it rattled like... Oh. Don't part this
I don't hear nothing. I think that's the door. Yeah, that's the door.
I don't like being teased either.
That's a metal one.
I don't think anyone does.
Oh, there you
There
go.
are some people, probably girls, who are like, please tease me.
He's getting, what? He's getting the... Now Jack flips it.
You want to get it towards the end of it because it's what's popping out. There you go.
Ooh, it's all the workout for a month right here.
Not that I've never done this before. I've never cracked a safe. Come on,
You got the stretches
baby.
on?
Look at the teamwork, these guys.
Stand on it.
Hashtag teamwork makes the dream work.
Hashtag teamwork makes the dream work. We should get contracts with Century for safe openings. We could be like their spokesperson.
Your safes are not bad.
Make sure you get a safe that weekend.
There you go, Jack. Maybe we could...
Oh. Oh, not even paperwork.
That is high valuable oxygen.
Dang.
There was a reason why they wanted this oxygen to be staved and stored in here, and we basically just let it out, and That's the way it goes sometimes.
Nope.
Patience is a virtue.
Okay, so that is the way most safes go for me. And I think for most people in this business, really, empty or full of nothing, really. Paperwork, pictures, whatever. But yeah, it is all right because this locker was still great regardless. I'm not going to get too bummed about the safe. We still have some great stuff, and including those 3 beautiful rifles that we found. Let's take a closer look at that, and I'll tell you exactly what we got there. All right, first up we've got this shotgun that we found. It's a Mossberg Maverick 88. It's a decent little shotgun, 12 gauge. And you know what's terrific about this? I do not own a shotgun, and I definitely wanted to own a shotgun. Problem solved. I'll be keeping it. But it's not terribly expensive. It run about $239 brand new. So used, yeah, we're not talking about a big find here, but still. How cool is that? And I still have a ton of 12 gauge shotgun shells from that Duck Hunters locker I found. So I'll be set for a while. This is fun. Alright, this rifle here is a black powder rifle. So kind of like a modern day musket. You would put the bullet in and pack it with powder. BPI is the name there. You see it's made in Spain. And 50 caliber. This is legit. I don't know. What do you go? Bear hunting or something with that? It would definitely be for a larger game, I would assume. Not terribly expensive. I saw one listed online for like 220 bucks, but then I've seen that a couple at auction have gone for under $100. For that price, I don't know. I might just hold on to it, even though I don't see myself shooting this. Alright, now this is legit right here. This is the crown jewel in my collection right now because this is the best rifle I've ever found. This rifle's from 1915. It's over 100 years old, and that puts it at World War I era. Pretty dang cool. It is a British Enfield rifle, #1 Mark III, if you want to look it up. Very, very interesting, and it seems to be in decent shape. It's not in perfect shape, but it is definitely in decent shape. I've heard that these are fun to shoot, and people still go deer hunting today with these. I'm not much of a hunter, but I do think I'll definitely be holding on to this one and perhaps shoot it at some point someday. But yeah, just the cool factor on this. I've showed people that come over my house this rifle. Definitely this piques everyone's interest. This thing is just, this is why we do storage lockers right here. It's awesome. Alright, you guys, so check this out. I've had this tub literally sitting in my closet for a year. Why did this one make it to the closet? Well, because this had nice stuff in it. And I didn't want it to get lost in the garage or put with junky stuff and brought out to that junky flea market we go to. So here's that Rolex. Yep. Or Folex. Still not sure quite, but I'm pretty sure it's a fake. On the back, it's got some markings. When I Google the markings, I do see that they say, like, this is the common markings of a very good fake. But it is nice. It is nice. Here, what do we got? You know, I don't even remember some of this stuff because it's been so long. Coach bag. Oh, this is Coach. It says right there, Coach. So what is this? Is that, stinking photo album? Okay. Little Coach photo album. It's got a little bit of marks on the front, like it's been, stuff is pressed on it, but maybe a scratch or scuff or two, but not too bad. It's Coach. Coach ain't too shabby. Alright, here's some of those coins. We already looked at those in the last episode. Anniversary coin. Still gotta look up those and see if they're, I don't think these are silver. I think these are just collector pieces, but this is silver. Silver bullion coin. 1 ounce proof. Such a cool. Oh yeah, well, I'll just show you just in case you didn't see the last episode. Don't mean to tease you. Yeah. Pretty, huh? This is nice. This is the real deal. This I don't know about. Okay. Oh, geez. Why did this even get in here? Giants is pretty cool. This engraved glass piece. Definitely will find a buyer for that, but it's not not talking about a lot of money. That's a flea market piece. Ooh, forgot about this. Oh, dang, that's a nice multi-tool. Really nice. So, Gerber. Wow. Okay. I guess Gerber makes nice products like this because this feels really nice. I think this is aluminum here. Feels really like almost soft to the touch. In the way it works, very smooth. That's a good product right here. I might just keep that. What was in there? It's gone now. Ooh, forgot about this. I'm going to go through that off camera. Thank you very much. There's a Walmart gift card. I think I already went through that. No? It says 30 bucks on the back. Here's some business card, blah, 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 blah. What else we got here? Mazda credit card. It looks like the guy probably worked at Mazda. Because we found a lot of Mazda stuff. And I'm finding like Mazda credit cards, probably a work card. Alright. Visa gift card, good through May of 09. That's not good anymore. Here's another Visa gift card, good through June of 08. Also not good anymore. What else we got now? Mazda Hyundai. Yeah, a couple of training course certifications for the company. Definitely he worked there. This is a nice little wallet. It's not seeing too much use. Salvatore Ferragamo. Okay. No wonder it felt nice. So if you saw my video from just a few videos ago, I had found that purse, that Ferragamo purse. Sold it for 200 bucks. So here we got a Ferragamo wallet. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Here's another collector coin. These are cool. I'll put them aside. I don't usually sell these. Be great if that was real silver though. Maybe we'll get lucky. Keys. Boy, I hope those aren't the keys for the toolbox that I drilled open. And oh, I forgot about this. Look at this. Harley Davidson. Established 1903. It's a little pocket watch. Oh, dang, that's cool. That is really cool. Very nice. Feels high quality. It's got some weight to it. That's neat. Harley Davidson stuff is good. Look for that on my eBay store. Most likely where that's headed. Northwest Territory. It's another multi-tool. It's cool. It's not nearly as the quality of the other one, but you know what? If you get stuck in your car and you need a tool, put that in the glove box. Even if it's not fancy, it's still gonna bail you out potentially. This is just a really nice little knife. It's got, looks like JM engraved on there. It's a nice piece. Whoa, it's sharp. Extremely sharp. That's a nice little piece right there. Alright. Huh. Look at that, you guys. I didn't remember finding this. Here we are a year later, right? Since I found this stuff. U.S. Rangers, Law Enforcement. BLM, Oregon. Medford District. That is very cool. It almost reminds me of the challenge coins that we find. The military challenge coins. That we found a whole bunch of those in the locker. That's what this feels like. And I wonder if it's similar for law enforcement. I'm going to put that with the other coins I found. Because that's another thing that I likely won't sell. I'll just hang on to that. I don't know why I put this aside. Maybe I was thinking it might be gold. It's not. Giusti. Guisti? Whoa, check it out. You can almost see it, right? Huh. How about that? I just learned something new. I can show you guys stuff a little bit more close up. There's that crucifix. I'm sorry. Here's the rosary beads. They're very nice. And someone was kind enough to translate that for me. It's in French. And here's that wood crucifix. I know that a couple people have asked about these. I mean, I've actually got like 4 different viewers emailed me about these pieces. We'll be looking those up and seeing the value. We got this. Harley Davidson. This guy's not going to get busted open, because as much as I like to bust them open, this most likely has some value. 2002, it's a little bit older. But we don't have to bust it open. It's got that. Ready? I see some Chuck E. Cheese. All right. Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not bad, right? So we will add that to our coin star jug right over here. It's over there. And no need to count it up, but I'd say probably, let's see, easy $3 or $4 right there. And a few games of Chuck E. Cheese. This says $30 on the back. Someone wrote $30, but it's only $1.53. But add it to the profits. One last look at this watch. I know we've talked a lot about it. So it sure looks impressive. Definitely looks like it could be real. But, you know, one of the observations I had from the very beginning, the edges on it just feel a little sharp. Like when you run your finger over it, it's impossible to tell on the camera. When you run your finger over it, it feels just a little bit sharp on the edges. Like it's just not polished. I mean, that's one thing I would say. The other thing is, well, for one, this button right here, I can't do it with one hand, but when you push it in, you're supposed to turn it, and it stays in. It does not. Something's got stripped out or something. It's constantly out. The other thing is these buttons right here are fake buttons. They do press. I think that this is what they're supposed to do, is work the little dials somehow, but it doesn't seem to do anything. These dials don't move unless there's something else that I don't know about. The last thing is there's a little bit of like, I don't know, is it like corrosion started on the band? I think it can just be polished right off. Looks like I could almost rub it off. I don't know. The metal, it is pretty, but it just doesn't feel perfectly right. This, on the other hand, is definitely a real Rolex, because this is my Rolex. This is what Gianna bought me for our wedding. This is our wedding gift, or her wedding gift to me. And look at these two side by side. Obviously they're different styles, different colors. The Rolex in there definitely looks like it could be real, right? The quality looks about the same. Now let's look at that second hand, because that's one thing people say, like, oh, on a Rolex it's almost smooth, like it doesn't tick, it doesn't go tick 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 tick, it just is smooth. Well, I don't know, that looks pretty dang smooth, doesn't it? It really does. I mean, I just think it's a great fake. Still holding on the hope that maybe it's real on someday. But Gianna said that she thinks she did bring this into the jeweler, and they said, not real. But you can see side by side with the real one and a fake one. Definitely hard to tell, but the finish on this just doesn't look super good to me. You can see the finish on this. It's about as nice as it gets. And the edges here, not sharp. Not sharp. It doesn't like scratch your finger when you run it over like this one does. And that's the kind of stuff with the real fine craftsmanship. They're gonna look at every single detail. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. This was part 3. So if you haven't seen the first 2 parts, go back and check them out if you would, please. It's good stuff. But that was actually kind of fun for me. So we got that locker a year ago, shot most of that footage a year ago, except for the stuff that I just went through and took a closer look at the guns. It was a lot of fun, though, because I've actually put that little bin away in my closet for the past year. Going through it, I didn't remember some of the items. So that was kind of fun to go through it again. It's like, wow, we got some good items. Even like that wallet, I didn't realize that was a decent little wallet. It's probably worth about $50. It's used. I think we get $50 on eBay. The little Harley Davidson pocket watch, that's a Franklin Mint, I think, and it's not worth that much. Maybe like $30. Most of those coins are, these collector coins. They're just garbage. They're made with very thin layer of silver on it. There's nothing to them. They're just, I don't know, just tricking people out of their money. That's all they really are. They're not good for nothing. The silver coin is the one cool one. But, yeah, a couple nice little pieces. I'm going to keep some of the stuff. And, that was the thing about this locker. I'm not going to show you the total, go through all this stuff, because I kept so much of the good stuff. So the blue toolbox, we did drill out the lock on top, open it. There's a bunch more tools in there. Sold them. Did great at the flea market. But my dad really liked that toolbox, so gave it to him. And that's in his garage now. That navy blue Craftsman, I hadn't seen one before, so I don't know how common they are, but it was definitely cool. I was going to upgrade mine, but my dad wanted it, so I was like, cool. I love that. The guns, obviously, I kept all 3. So I'll probably sell at least 1 or 2 of them at some point, but it's not right now. If any, it's going to be that black powder one, because I just don't see myself shooting. That's too much work, if you ask me. But it's just not worth that much. So maybe someone made me a decent offer on that. I'll let that go. But the shotgun, no way, not until I find a nicer one. And the antique rifle, so the value on that, I've been told, is somewhere between $500 to $800. I've had a couple of people tell me it might be as much as $1,000. So just so you know, that's the range. I'm super happy with that. But to me, I don't really keep very many things long term out of lockers. There's only a couple pieces, and those are the really exceptional pieces, and that rifle's one of them. That's definitely exceptional. So anyways, we sold a lot of this stuff. You heard me mention a few prices, like the compressor sold for $160. We sold that little PSP. I found that in the very beginning. Sold that for $80. We had a big TV, Westinghouse TV, 46-inch, I think, $80. There's a lot of like boom, boom, boom. That key set, I think we sold it for like $75 or something. The locksmith, the little pins and everything. Tumblers, I don't know what they call it, I forget. But yeah, really good locker. Overall, we sold about a little over $1,800. $2,000, I take that back. We sold $2,000 on that. I know we cleared $1,000 in profit, so that's not too bad. We cleared $1,000. We did the toolbox, guns, and we still have a little selection of stuff to sell. They're easily $100 to $200 in little smalls over here. Ooh, and don't forget, also kept this too. This is just one of those pieces too. Can't let this go. This is only worth maybe $80 to $100, I think. And yeah, for that price, this go in my personal collection. So I don't have a very big collection, but there's this locker, a couple pieces are making it. So that's one of the reasons why this was one of my favorite lockers of 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed the little flashback series we did. From here forward, we're going to show you new stuff. So starting with the pallet auction. The pallet auction went to last month. We also went to one yesterday, but let's show you last month first. Tons of great stuff. Tons of great stuff and lots of video. So you guys are going to love it. All right. If you love this one, shoot me the thumbs up. Show me that you like what we do, taking you on these adventures with us, showing you what we find, because we sure enjoy it. I hope you guys do too. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I really appreciate it. All right. We've got the next one coming out hopefully tomorrow. And that's going to be the pallet. Good stuff. Very exciting auction. Great finds. All right. So you're going to love it. But until then, good luck to you. God bless you. We'll see you next time here on Lockernuts.